All right. So now we'll get to ask these questions. He says, "Hi, I got a website that I have a tier one branded ring. I powered up the ring with my PBNs. The tier one ring became too powerful. Okay. My website got slapped by Google, and all the pages that had links from the ring lost their rankings. Is that possible? P.S. The other pages that don't get links from the ring didn't lose their rankings. In Webmaster 2, I have 400 links from WordPress, 400 links from blogspot, Trello, network shows, and search results. Some of them even page one, the Trello especially. Yeah, by the way, just a side note, I've noticed that too recently, that the Trello pages or your profiles are ranking like crazy. I'm not sure why that is. And if I want personal support, who would I contact with? I'm a member of Syndication Academy and Battleplan and RYS Starter. Okay. I've never seen this, what you're describing here, where anything that came from now, hold on a minute. Let me rephrase this. If it's just a tier one branded ring, I've never seen any issues whatsoever. So I've not experienced this. Now, with multiple syndication networks connected to a website for blog syndication, and this is precisely why I talk about throughout the training and throughout so many Hump Day Hangouts about not connecting multiple syndication rings to a blog for blog syndication, because I've gotten slapped from that before. And it's because of, unnatural link profile and all. I've been slapped various ways. I've had algorithmic slaps and I've had manual penalties as well, both from connecting too many syndication networks to a blog. But that is precisely why we talk about primarily just using a tier one branded ring. And if you're going to use tier two, and I know, Asi, you're not saying that you use tier two, but I'm just explaining this for the benefit of other people as well, as in part for why I don't use multiple or tiered rings for blog syndication. So if you're going to be using tiered rings, though, however, or syndication networks, you want to add additional related content feeds or sources, triggers into the second tier networks to try to mask or hide footprint as much as possible. Remember, you're not trying to hide a footprint on your branded ring. You're trying to claim it. You're trying to announce to the world that this is you on all these different locations, or this is your brand or whatever. So I've never experienced that, what you're talking about here from a branded ring. But that's also because any content, and Asi, I don't know what kind of content you're publishing from your blog. So what I'm saying is like, if you're publishing content from your main blog that's syndicating to your ring, and you're doing automated content, or or posting maybe too frequently, or I don't know what could cause that, but I know that there could be content issues that are causing that problem as well, and it's not necessarily from the syndication network. So there's some variables there that I'm unaware of here, that from this one line or two little sentences here isn't enough detail for me to be able to make an educated guess as to what the problem is, other than it may be a content issue with what you're posting from the blog, if that makes sense. Marco, have you ever had or Adam, I guess, have you guys ever had any experience with this?
Well, I'm looking at this, and he says he has RYS Starter. Now, what he could be experiencing is the Google Dance. We've covered this before, and I just dropped the link at the top so that he can go and take a look at it. I don't know how long it's been since he did this. Sometimes they disappear. It doesn't mean that you got Google slapped. It just means that they're dancing, and they'll eventually come back. You wait 21 days until the Google Dance is cleared, and then you go take a look at your rankings. You can't SERP watch, or you drive yourself nuts watching it up and down. It goes up and down, up and down. And then eventually, after that period, it's like a probationary period, right? Where if you go and do anything, they extend it to, I think it's either 60 or 80 days. And if you do anything within that period, then you can get permanently sandboxed. So I would say just relax, let it sit, let it stew, and see if it starts coming back. In the meantime, I mean, he can be looking at other things, whether he's doing multiple posting, whether he has a multi-tiered ring, which is not necessary for most keywords. But I see that, and if he did that, and if he powered it up, meaning if he built links to tier 1 and RYS, it will dance, but it will come back, and it will come back better than ever if you leave it alone for the period of time that the Google Dance requires. It's right in the patent.
Yeah, and see, I'll say I literally have websites and some clients, some are my own, that I've had Syndication Networks around since 2012 and literally have thousands of links from WordPress and thousands of links from blogspot or Blogger and Tumblr and that kind of thing in Search Console, and never once have they ever been slapped. So I can't see it having anything to do with the syndication network unless there was a problem with the content, again, that you're publishing. It could, if it's scraped content, spun content, stuff like that, that could cause problems. There's no question. Also, it could be, if you're using tiered networks, like I said, and you're not masking or hiding your footprint properly, that could also cause issues. But again, if you want to contact somebody, you could reach out to us in support. And if you're in the mastermind, we can provide, close support within the mastermind. But if not, you might have to schedule some one-on-one consulting time. But just, you can always send in a support ticket and propose what it is that you need help with, and we can figure out what the best course of action for you would be. Okay.